my crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a good day and crafting up a storm. I hope that everyone is happy and healthy, and today I have yet another haul for you, so let's get started. Firstly, I have this double set of Slimline Die. Slimline Die is very popular at the moment. Both have dashes. This one here is going crossways, and this one here kind of reminds me of rope, the way that it's patterned. So there's that. There are nine in this set and 8 in the opposite set here. And here are my samples. This one here is the one going downward. I made these for one of my brothers. He'd appreciate the sentiment, I'm sure. As you can see, I've used a 3D diorama sort of thing here, put the word mates there, and I had these Tim Holtz sticker books with sayings in them, and I thought that one was appropriate for this card. It says, if you ever need a slightly distracted, unsympathetic friend, I'm here for you. It's a man thing, I'm sure. So there's that sample there. Next, I have this one here. And this one here says, I'm multitasking. I can listen, ignore, and forget at the same time. And I've put the word board there with yet another 3D creation right there. So that one there is the dash is going in a downward direction. Very nice. They always cut very nice. And as I said, surprise creations, no surprise there. All the dies are always very nice. So there's those two there. So there's the first dies. Next, I have this lovely die, which is a circle die with a heart feature and love hearts and the word love. Again, very nice die. So there's the die there, and this here is a sample. I've made a circular card using the circle die, and then I've used other circle dies to make the insides, and I've also used the heart dies as sample there. So I had these cute little bear dies, so I've cut it out and I've redetailed them with a fine liner, give them more oomph. I've put in some beaded eyes for the eyes so they stand out, and there you have it, die sample. Next, I have these beautiful heart dies. There's 10 dies in the set. I love the shape of this die here of the heart, and these ones also have stitching, if you can see those. So quite a versatile die rather. So there are 10, as I said, in the heart. I like the shape of the heart, as I said. So there's that one. I also had a set of these lovebird dies, and I thought they were rather cute. So you get set of hearts here and the birds with their wings, obviously. So I've used this die and this die and this stamp, which I didn't buy from Ali, but it's a darkroom door stamp that says, whoever you hold in the heart of you is forever and always a part of you. I thought that was rather apt for the card. So there's those 3 items there used on my sample card right here. So obviously I've used the lovebirds, and there's the heart die. So I've done that as the sample, and there's obviously the stamp. So I thought it was quite cute. I quite like the lovebirds. They're actually quite a good size and shape for lovebirds, and you could use them for just about anything. So there's the dies, as I said, and the stamp, and there's your sample. So next, I have these beautiful bow dies. They're kind of lacy, kind of delicate, I think. So you have a larger one and you have a smaller size one. Oh, this one's stuck. Okay, I've created the smaller one for you to see the actual size. So that's quite nice, I say. And again, you could use any kind of fabric, or you could use any type of paper to make these. You could fluff them out a bit more, you know, pull up the bow to make it fatter. So I like these for present toppers actually. That'd be great size for a little box, jewelry box or something. So there's the sample for the small one there. And there's my sample for the larger one. I've just made this card, made it look like a front of a tuxedo, so to speak, and put in one of the biggest bow with a gem to match. So there's that, the little one, and the dies. Perfect. Next I have this die here, which is a, well, it's Christmas lights, but I mean it's not really Christmas. You could have it for party, any sorts of thing, but they're lights on a string, and it's a background die. Basically it'll just cut out the lights on a string and a small border. So that's that die there. Oops, squashed it. So here is the die cut, how it comes out. It's quite nice. So there's that. And using that die, here is my sample. Seeming it was Christmas in July last month, so I thought I'll make it into a Christmas card. And what I've done is I've cut out the design there, and then I've gone through and cut it in several colours so I can get the different coloured lights. The Merry and Bright is a die from my stash, and I've put some mesh, some I think it's got glitter on a silvery kind of mesh in the background with a white card base. So I thought that was apt, but I thought, why not? So there's the die cut, and of course the sample. There you have it. Next I have 3 dies. I have this one here, which is a flower basket or a potting basket, whichever. Then of course you have the glove die, and the very last one, which is the spray bottle die. These ones are very nice dies. They cut very well. I've seen lots of samples using these dies, but I thought I will put all 3 together and make one sample for you guys. And here it is, back to the box cards. And what I've done is I've cut my box card out, and I've placed I've made it into like a planter. I've put in some fur on the bottom. I've used the leaves. I had some flowers in my stash to make it look like a flower pot. I've used the watering bottle down here, and I've turned them into gardening gloves holding up the basket. And then I found these wonderful clear stamps at my local Kmart, which is like a Walmart to you guys if you're in America. And they're plant sayings, and this one here grabbed me straight away. It says, "Plants are my soil mates." So I thought it was rather apt for the card. So here I've used the 3 dies. As I said, I like to use multiple dies if I can help it. And here is the sample. And again, being a box card, it does actually stand up. So I thought that was a good idea. Let me know what you think, whether you had done something different, whether you like it, don't like it. Let me know. So there's that. You could use these ones for cleaning, for any sorts of things. You could use the basket really as a chandelier if you wanted to. Just add some dangles down the bottom base of it. So that one there's a versatile die too. So let's get moving. Next ones. Hopefully you're all enjoying this. Next I got this lovely mitten die with a snowflake, which is quite sizable, but it will fit in the middle of the mitten there. So there's that one there. And what I've chosen to do with it, this was Christmas, I've just made this card here. Very basic, but it goes with the theme of the paper and obviously a Christmas theme. But like I said, you could use it for anything, you know, warm and cozy, you know, you touch my heart, all sorts of things. So there's that one, and there's the die. Next I got this lovely embossing folder, which is full of little hearts. Nothing special really, it's just that. So I've got that one there, and there's the sample for it. So you can use it embossed or debossed. They both look rather nice. You could probably put some ink on this side and ink it up to give it more character, but I didn't. So there's the sample and that one there, and I used another die from Surprise Creations. So there's 9 dies in this series. It's basically like I guess it's square, but it's got some mountainous swirling to it. So I quite like that one too. And again, it cuts really well. It's got double stitching, so if you cut it out, the stitching stays on the one that you've cut and the other one that you've left behind. So quite a nice idea. You can also make frames just by putting 2 together, and you'd have double stitching. So there's that one with that one there. And I made this card here. So I've used the blue card and used the embossing folder on it, and then I've used the dies to make this Happy Mother's Day card. I've used a 3D embelly there, so let me know if you like it, don't like it, but I thought it was rather apt and quite cute. So there's that, this die and this embossing folder, and there you have it, card. Next, yet another one. Another die. This one here is square-like also. Another Surprise Creations die. 8 dies in the series. This one here has more rounded kind of edges and then runs into a fleur and comes back out. So it's quite a nice die. Again, double stitched. Very nice. There's that one. The second die I have to show you is this kind of wreath. You could turn this into a wreath, so I'm going to call it a Wreath Die, even though it's not a full wreath, but that's okay. So it's quite nice. It's got some leaf decorations there. You get little flowers, bigger flowers, and another set of leaves, which match these ones here to make a wreath. So I thought that was rather nice. So I've used that one and that one. And here's the sample. So I've made, use these samples to make the base of the card and the card base. Sorry, I've used it to make the card base and the base of the card itself. I've used 2 colours and doubled them up for the wreath. And I've just put my own flowers and my flower pixie on the wreath inside and just put the words Happy Birthday. So there's the sample. So you have the wreath die and the flowing square die there, and there's the sample. Next. Next I have this beautiful plate die, which obviously has snowflakes. It's a background die. All these little snowflake decorations all come out of the card. So you can put them back in a different colour should you wish, which I've done. But I've used this die here, and I can't find the other one. Here it is. And I've used this die here, which says Merry Christmas in a little banner or folded ribbon style. The Merry Christmas does come out separately, but you can put them back in any colour you should wish. So I've used this die here, plus this one here. There's the die cut of the ribbon with the Merry Christmas. As you can see, the letters do come out, but you can put them back in. So there's that sample. And here is the sample of the plate. Quite cute. Like I said, you can do it in multiple colours, and you can paper piece these back in to make a lovely background. So there's that one. And this, my friends, is my card. So I've basically backed this in silver card. I've cut the snowflake background in a like a minty kind of green. I've put the snowflakes back in white and added the dots back, and I've cut the banner in a slightly deeper green and mirror board, plus I've put all the letters back in white to make the Merry Christmas. So there's that one. So background die, Merry Christmas ribbon banner die. So there's those two, and there's your sample. Next I bought these lovely little flat back pearl beads, which are quite nice. They look a bit iridescent and rainbowy, pink and blue tinged. So I got those. quite nice. They're only 3mm, so they're quite tiny. So I've got those. Then I've got this die here, which makes a cute little snowman. And I bought this die here, which is a background die, which also comes with some leaves for the tree. So obviously when you cut this out, you know, all these sections here come off and out, and you can paper piece them to your delight, as I did. So there's that die there. So you've got this one, the flatback pearls, and the snowman die, and this here is my sample. So you've got the snowman die here with the sign, as it's got a sign up there, and then I've cut the tree one out, and I've paper pieced some of the parts back in, including the snow, and I've put the flatbacks on there. The base of the card there was actually some packaging from a craft object that I bought. So I thought, it's big enough, and why waste it? So there you have it, Snowman. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So 3 dies, 1 sample. I hope you're liking these things, and I hope everybody is still watching. So there you have it. Thank you. Last but not least, I'm using another die. This one here is, I know they're Christmassy, but they're not all Christmas. So this one here is an icicle die, or drip die, whichever people would like to see it as. I call it an icicle die because that's what it reminds me of, even though we don't have ice here, but there you have that. The next one I got is a beautiful reindeer die. Now just remember, if I can find you a link, I will link the product down below. If I cannot, well then I'm afraid it might not just be, it might be unavailable at this time. So there's the reindeer die. He's very cute. And then my third die is a background die. It's a wood background die, so it's quite nice. And it even cuts in these little bits here. So there's that one there. So I've used these 3 dies together. Here is the sample of the wood background. So again, you know, it's got multiple uses. You could use it for anything, but I like it this way. So you could even stamp a wood background into it, or emboss a wood ground back into it. You could use it for crates. You could use it for any number of things. You could use it as a curtain, a background for, you know, some trees in a scene, all sorts of things. So there's that one there. This here is the little reindeer cut out. I've cut him out several times and I've paper pieced him in my sample, but he is rather cute. So there's that one. And this, my friends, is the die cut of the icicle, as you can see. But with the icicle, when it cuts out, you get the other 2 pieces that come out, the other 2 sides, which are also used. You could use this for icing on a cake. This here could be used as icicles on a window, all sorts of things for these 2. So it's actually a versatile die. So when it comes out, basically like that, and this bit here is this section here. But ultimately these 3 pieces are all useful, so that's a good thing about this sort of die. So there's those 3 pieces there. And this here, my friends, is my sample. Obviously I've used the background die as the background, and I've embossed it with a tree folder. I've sprinkled it with white paint. I had these trees in my stash from a previous haul, and I've cut out my reindeer and paper pieced him in the 2 colours and gave him the red nose and bow and heart. And I've added a bell and a Christmas ribbon there to say Merry Christmas, and I put it on a gold card. There's the icicle up the top also. So let me know what you think. Do you like him? I like him. I think he's rather cute. So there's that. Okay, so icicle die, reindeer die, background die, sample. There you have it. So that is the end of this current haul. I hope that everyone likes, subscribes, makes comments. Like I said before, I will endeavour to bring you any or all of the items on Ali via links if I can help it. If not, then I'm afraid I can't find one at the time of putting the video out, and I do apologise. Unfortunately, sometimes that does happen in Ali. It's only available for a short period of time, so we'll have to wait. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you and have a happy day. Keep on crafting, and bye for now.